Murdoch. I'm coming to get you.
Remember, Sally, when I promised to kill you last? I lied. Get off my plane.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
John, I'm not gonna shoot you between the eyes. Shoot you between the balls.
The disease. And I'm the cure.
I'm gonna take you to the bank, Senator Trent. There can be only one.
Dead or alive, you are coming with me.
Yippee-ki-yay.
I'm going to kill them all, sir.
What is going on, everyone? This is Charlie with Give Me Back My Action Movies, the podcast. With me, as always, is Nate. Say hello to the people, Nate.
Ground control to Major Charlie.
Yep, that's where we're going.
Ground control to Major Charlie.
Did they play that song on
Take your protein
he's just
pills
gonna keep
and
going.
put your helmet on.
Yeah, there he goes. Is he done now?
I'm done.
Okay, he's done.
We're in
They pl-
space. We
Well,
haven't
you're still in
mentioned David
space.
Bowie at all while being in space. This
No.
is my opportunity.
No, it's fine. Well, I think they played that song in Valerian.
Oh, you
Yeah,
know
I think
what?
it was right at the beginning when they're like building the big space station.
I still haven't seen that movie, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I do want to. It was one of those when I missed it in theaters and kind of went, that felt like it should have been a theater experience, and I just haven't caught it since.
It absolutely was. I watched it in theaters, and I don't know why it didn't do well.
I was excited for it because it was a Luc Besson.
Luc Besson. We
Luc
are
Besson.
fans of Luc Besson.
Return to action. I mean,
Return
he did
to
the
an action
family, but I don't
sci-fi,
think
yeah.
that really counts. It was more of a
Nah.
comedy that had a couple machine guns in it.
Yeah, it wasn't that great. No, we love our Luc Besson movies, as evidence of the movie we are covering for our grand finale on our space journey. That, yeah, it's not June right now, it's July, but
Technically.
we had to end this right. So
And
Nate had,
what better way than
Yeah.
take a space vacation with a multi-pass?
gotta have that multipass, Nate. We
Multi-pass.
are covering The Fifth Element, a Luc Besson. And if those of you that have been listening all the way through, we covered a Luc Besson movie right when we started our journey, and that was Lockout.
Yes, the one that
So-
he produced, and did he write it? I can't remember already.
I think
But he was involved.
he
He
was
was definitely a
involved.
producer. It was his
he
company.
he got sued, so I'm sure he was involved. Had to pay John Carpenter some money for his knockoff Snake Plissken, so that John Carpenter didn't feel bad because he did his knockoff Snake Plissken that we covered already in Ghosts of Mars. And there's another connection with this movie, Nate. Do you know the other this movie, how it connects to the ones we have just done?
Is there a leprechaun in it? Because I didn't catch that.
That's the only movie that doesn't fit our journey at all, according to the numbers and our fan group. They were like,
Turns
"We
out
don't
you
know."
guys were not excited for a leprechaun episode, and that episode has tanked. So you're
Yeah.
missing out on some really good space jaws. That's all I'm going to say.
We created a space trilogy in the Space Leprechaun episode. So if you haven't listened to it because you're like, that movie sucked, the episode didn't, though. So there's that. But no, the other connection is this movie co-stars Milla Jovovich. And who is Milla Jovovich's husband?
Oh my God, it's Paul W.S. Anderson.
Director of Event Horizon that we just did before. So
Son
I
of a bitch, I forgot about that.
I have been able to bring this all full circle, and this episode releases on July 5th, The Fifth Element. There you go. You're welcome, everyone. This is the amount of thought we put into this, except for
Yeah.
Leprechaun 4.
Except for Leprechaun 4.
So,
oh man, that episode tanked.
Still a chance to get legs. There was a lot of episodes I've always felt like wow, that no one liked it, and now they've actually caught up on downloads. So hopefully people will go back and listen. Maybe they'll be like, this ancient classic from 20 years ago, Leprechaun
Oh
4.
yes, the
Uh,
sensation
it's gonna get a
that broke
resurgence.
ground waves, just
It
broke all the fields of, I don't know,
Shout Factory's
highlights.
Shout Factory's gonna do a
I'm just
4K
throwing words into
ultra.
space and hoping one of them sticks.
It's all
Been
about
doing that a lot here
space.
recently, where I
It's
just
all
can't
about
think of the words
space.
I need, and then I just kind of fall apart.
That was me with COVID, which thankfully is gone now.
It's because you had the brain scramblies.
I did have the brain scramblies, so finally got that out of my system. I'm finally back home in my office, in my comfort zone.
Yeah, this feels
So
right. This feels
it
normal
does.
again.
Like every time we try to plan us getting together, the world comes to an end.
The only thing that's different is
Basically,
we're doing this on a Friday night instead of a Thursday night, which means now I can drink while we record. I'm
yeah.
going to order a pizza at some point and
We
finish
have
Stranger
pizza.
Things.
We have pizza when I'm done, and Stranger Things we're watching. Now we're starting beginning of season 4 because my daughter for some reason has decided she wanted to watch Stranger Things. She's like 12, 13. And so I was like, okay, she's watching, and she got up to like season 3, and I'm like, well, we might as well wait till she's caught up, and then we can all watch it together. So we start season 4 tonight.
I
So
can't wait. You're going to be done
no,
with it by the time the weekend's over with.
that's if we're able to forget. I have a younger son who hates horror things and scary stuff.
Oh, this is true. Little
I
Liam
watched
is not a fan.
Anthony and I watched Doctor Strange because it's streaming on Disney Plus now. And while we were still in Ohio, and we got towards the end of it, spoiler alert, if you haven't watched the movie, I guess skip this part.
Yeah, skip
Where
this part.
Dead Strange fights the Scarlet Witch. I looked at Anthony and went, what do you think Liam would have done? He goes, oh, he would have never made it this far into the movie, Dad. So yeah, it's pretty graphic. I said it's pretty intense. He's like, oh yeah, this was a horror movie. I was like, well done, Sam Raimi. Well done.
Yes, well done. For the next generation. Thank you.
All right, man. Well, we are this is a classic. This is one of the greats. This is The Fifth Element, man. Bruce Willis, Milla Jovovich, Gary Oldman. I mean, the list of actors and actresses are a mile long. The talent involved with this, the visuals, everything about this movie.
This is one of those movies where it's just like The Professional. It was ahead of its time, and I think it's an excellent follow-up to The Professional.
I think so. I love. Look, there's some odd things about Luc Besson. I don't know all of them, and we're not going to dig into them. But the man is a movie director and writer. I'm a fan. I love his movies. I really do. If it says Luc Besson on something, I'm gonna at least
You're gonna check it out.
I do the same thing with like Guy Ritchie. If Guy Ritchie's name is attached to something, I'm gonna watch it.
You're gonna watch it.
Is it gonna be good? I don't know, but it says Guy Ritchie, so I'm gonna watch it. But this movie from when I first saw this movie, came out in 97. Watched it in theaters, rented it immediately. I have fell in love with this movie ever since I seen it the first time.
I think the first time I saw it might have been on the Stars channel. I really feel like this was one of the ones that we had watched on cable as a family, and I remember just being blown away by it. And it's funny too when you watch it again, you're like, there isn't too much action per se in this movie, but the action is so good and it sticks out so well when it's there. You look like you saw a ghost.
Something exploded.
Oh, that's strange when you live in the middle of nowhere. You should go investigate. Maybe grab the axe.
I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna hit the pause button. Well, that was wild.
You okay? Did you find the ghost? What happened?
No. 2 houses down from me exploded.
Oh, I shouldn't laugh at that, but
no, I mean
that's what houses do sometimes. They just explode.
It sounded like a cannon going off, and
what's crazy is I didn't pick anything of that up on the mic.
It was one of those like low but it shook everything in the office, the house. So I just ran over and checked on the neighbors. She was home with her daughter alone. They heard it. It shook everything in their house, and the other house is like the smoke's coming out of the eaves already.
Holy shit.
It's rolling black, and he had ammo in the garage, and you could hear it going off.
Oh, God.
So we're pulling everyone back, and small community. We're volunteer fire department. It's going to take them a few minutes. Cop thankfully was over there, looked like almost immediately after it happened, so it was probably one of the local guys. House literally basically exploded.
What a way to happen a Friday night.
God, man, we were talking about how good of a Friday night we were going to have, man.
Yeah, I know. Then your neighbor's house explodes. They're not having a good Friday night.
No, they are not. Just a reminder, everyone, please be safe on 4th of July. Even though it's already passed, I know people love to do it for the next 3 months.
3 months? Yeah, we're going to have fireworks going off at like 4 p.m. It'll be daylight. You're like, you can't even see it, you asshole.
Right. Big loud boom sound.
That's all I want.
This one was the crescendo. This was the finale. That happened
too soon.
2 houses down.
A little too early in the daylight.
Wow. So that's a little bit of live action for us, everybody. So
damn.
Let's just go ahead and hit this trailer so we can kind of recollect ourselves
Make it happen,
a little bit.
Because I don't remember what we were talking about.
Fifth Element. We're gonna go there.
We'll be right back.
All right.
When the 3 planets are in eclipse, the black hole like a door is open. Evil comes, spreading terror and chaos.
But to exterminate life, all forms of life.
So what you're telling me, Father, there's nothing that can stop.
4 elements gathered around a fifth, the supreme being, the ultimate warrior, created to protect life. Then light turns to dark, life to death, forever.
I want your best man to go undercover.
I have the perfect one.
It's nice to see you again, Father. Where are the stones?
I don't know. And even if I did know, I wouldn't tell somebody like you. It's the divine language, the ancient language. Spoken throughout the universe before time was time.
Did you bring me what I asked you for?
Yes. Evil begets evil, Mr. President.
What is your name?
Good.
Major Dallas, you're selected for a mission of the utmost importance.
What mission?
Save the world.
Go to the Lido, collect the stones, and meet me at the temple.
Send someone to negotiate.
Unbelievable!
Everything you create, just to destroy.
Do you have any idea where it's heading?
Anybody else want to negotiate?
Where did he learn to negotiate like that?
Very disappointed!
I know my man. He'll calm things down.
It's the best show I ever did.
Yeah.
Man, what a trailer.
It's a good trailer. It's, again, for a movie that's totally visual, the trailers they made were totally visual. Like, I tried to find shorter ones, and there was no dialogue. It was
very curious how no dialogue with Bruce Willis, the man with the mouth.
It would just
that.
be like pictures, scenes from the movie. Then, like, Bruce Willis's name would pop up on the screen. Then Milla Jovovich, all that.
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman, the man of a million faces. But yeah, that's it's still a good trailer. Still a great thing. All right, man. I'm throwing a curveball on you today. Other than the house exploding, that was a freebie. But
imagine like your house explodes and your insurance is like, sorry, you don't have explosion insurance.
Right?
You didn't check that box.
You know how I said, my van has a self-destruct button? That house had a
That house had a
self-destruct button.
self-destruct
Not that
button.
we're trying to make light of the situation, but you kind of have to because it's 2 houses down. I'm trying not to be in a panic mode right now. I'm recording a podcast about a sci-fi action movie while my
You just want to do
neighbor.
the podcast in 4D.
Yeah, damn. But anyway, all right, Nate, you got to do something now. Okay. You are going to write down your Al Leong score. Not going to tell me, you're not going to say it out loud, but you're going to take your score and write it down.
All right. Then I'm not going to tell it right now.
You're
I'm
not
just
going
writing
to
it
tell,
down.
you're going to save it till the end
That's
of
a
the
little
show.
squiggly mark there, and there's a little, and then there's another squiggly mark next to the other squiggly mark, and then they form a number. All right, I'm done.
All right, good. So I have talked about this briefly before in some other shows, that the live show that I do with the Action Elite, we do a thing called Space, and I couldn't leave our journey in space without us trying
This
this
is
little
true.
system
We
out.
talked about this on one of the episodes. They all kind of blur
Yes.
together for
They
me,
do
but
after a while. They do.
we did it on one of them where it's like each letter gets 0 to 2
Yeah.
points and a half
Now
point if need be.
we haven't done it. We
No.
discussed it. Now, this is how we rate movies, because a lot of times we'll have, I think we had like 6 people on the last live stream that we did. So it kind of helps move things along. So this was created by a good friend of the show, J-Man, who has a YouTube channel. I will have links to all his stuff once this episode comes out, but he created this. All credit goes to him. And I did ask him, hey, can I use that system? And he's like, absolutely, go ahead. He goes, that's why I developed it. So it is called Space. It is story, pacing, artistry, characters, and enjoyment. Every category gets a 0 to 2 rating. A 1 means you were perfectly fine with it. It was totally average. So 1 isn't a bad number in this. 2 means you absolutely love it. There's nothing better whatsoever on the planet. That was perfect score. And we break the movie down, especially a movie as complex as this. The Fifth Element has a lot of stuff going on in it.
It's funny because, like, as I was watching this again, I was like, how do we kind of like tackle this without? I mean, I thought about explaining it like a 5-year-old. Explain it to a 5-year-old. See, I just can't effing talk.
It's okay, man. It's okay. So this kind of helps us keep a track of the movie, break it down without walking through the movie. But we're still going to do our new segment that we have. When you go to the rental store and you're looking at movies and that cover catches you and you flip it over to find out a little bit more. So our synopsis segment is the back of the cover. Here we go. New York cab driver Corbin Dallas didn't mean to be a hero, but he just picked up the kind of fare that only comes along every 5,000 years. A perfect beauty, a perfect being, a perfect weapon. Now together they must save the world. Bruce Willis, Gary Oldman, and Milla Jovovich star in the acclaimed director Luc Besson's outrageous sci-fi adventure, an extravagantly styled tale of good against evil, set in an unbelievable 23rd century world. There you go.
You know what? I would have just saw Bruce Willis was in it. I was like, cool, I'm watching this. I wasn't even a Gary Oldman fan at the time because I didn't know who he was. In 97, you got a little 9-year-old Nate. He can't fully appreciate how incredible Gary Oldman is yet.
Well, I was 17, and that's the beauty of Gary Oldman, was once you're aware of him and you go back through his filmography, you go, oh shit, that's Gary Oldman?
Because he's a chameleon. The man blends into his roles. The man just kind of oozes onto the screen and takes over.
Yeah, I mean, from vampires to terrorists on airplanes to this. I mean, he's almost unrecognizable in this. And he has carried on throughout into the Batman universe. Gary Oldman is a chameleon, that
He is.
1000%.
The Zorg in this movie is just space Trent Reznor.
Yes. Yes. It's a unique character. It really is. But that's also why we have a character segment in our breakdown. So we can get to all that. So what do you say? You want to we talked about Luc Besson in Lockout. So I don't really think we need to dive too much more into him. Do you have the budget for this movie wrote down?
I do.
Well, why
This
don't you
was
hit me with
made
that budget?
for a very, very low cost of $93 million, which, think about that. This is fresh off The Professional. That's a small little hit. They throw him $93 million, which was probably one of the highest budgets at the time, if I had to guess, for what modern Hollywood was doing.
I think this held the record for a little bit. It was among
I imagine it did till like Spider-Man came out or something.
Probably, yeah.
A couple years later. It only grossed $63 million in the U.S., but because of Luc Besson being from the country of France and having all that international superstardom, it made $263 million worldwide.
So I'd say, well, it's a hit. You got to factor in things like marketing, and, stuff like that.
Say is double the budget.
It made money. It really did. And some of the stuff I thought was interesting when I was reading up on this was supposed to originally be a trilogy movie. And when he decided he didn't want to go that route, he blended all three into The Fifth Element.
Which I think works well, because that's one of the things I enjoy about this movie. And I don't think you could make a type of movie like this nowadays, is the fact that anything that costs this much money is already setting up a sequel or setting up a universe.
Yeah.
It's setting up something else. So sometimes it feels like this movie is the starting point and you never get a full satisfaction because they want to, withhold some details until the sequel, the inevitable one. Or the movie flops and then you never even get the sequel. Where this movie just trusts in its background story of there's aliens trying to save the human race. There's bad aliens that that's just pure evil. That's going to destroy the universe. And what this movie does great is it contains its story. It concludes itself. There is no need for a sequel once it's over. Good has triumphed over evil. It works.
Absolutely.
Where nowadays it'd be like, oh, if we're throwing, basically $100 million at this, we want to make sure that we're setting ourselves up on a cliffhanger or open-ended ending. That way we can get our sequel and make even more money and make a lesser product.
In line with what you're saying, a lot of times that movie, the sequel's greenlit before the release of the first movie a lot of times. And there's been a handful of movies that have tried to set themselves up for sequels and fail. The one that always gets me was there was the Dragon movies, Aragon or something like that.
Oh yeah, because that was right after Lord of the Rings that came out, and they filmed all three of those movies at the same time and then released them separately. But then Hollywood was like, oh, fantasy books, buy up all the properties of a novel based on fantasy,
and just
start making movies, and none of them hit.
No, and it was one of the few that I was like, that one in particular is why it sticks with me, was like, I wanted to see the next one. I was like, this was actually really good, and nothing ever. Yeah. It's dead. So I get it. And I'm appreciative that Luc Besson had the forethought to do that. And he kind of does that with Valerian. Valerian was supposed to carry on, but he was hip enough to go, I need to end the movie, but if another one happens, that's okay. It's like, I need to end this story and let the sequel be another chapter of those characters, basically. And so that's why I was like, okay, I didn't get another Valerian, but I'm not upset. I don't feel like anything's open-ended on the first movie. I'm not going to spoil it for Nate. Nate hadn't seen it.
Yeah, don't spoil it for me.
I highly recommend it. Visually, it's a masterpiece. Yes, the story is average and you feel like you've seen a lot of it, but by God, man, this man can, as much acclaim as like James Cameron and these guys get for like Avatar and all these movies that are just gorgeous to look at, but they're like, oh, this director's a fantastic. Luc Besson should be put up there with them. The way he can just paint a picture with words and then paint that picture on screen is
it's just
phenomenal.
When he's not making all these little kids movies. But I think he's got some other stuff coming in the pipeline.
Hey,
I
man,
know he
what
did
pays
that
the
movie
bills?
Anna that I haven't seen, which is supposed to be like a pseudo sequel to The Professional. Like, what if Natalie Portman's character grew up to become an assassin? I haven't
own it.
seen it.
I haven't watched it yet. I bought it. It was cheap, but I haven't actually put it in. Again, it's that curse I have of, ooh, I want that movie, but I don't want to watch it in the shop while I'm working because I'll just stare at the television the whole time.
Then
So
you get
I have
nothing done.
I have to pick a movie night, and I have probably 10 or 15 movies
And
sitting
then there's
in
also
there
the
waiting for me
curse
to
of doing a
watch.
podcast and going, oh, well, maybe I want to watch that. But what if we decide to do that? And I kind of want like a fresh perspective on it and not a skewed fresh perspective, I guess.
I just bought a DVD for that exact reason. It's sitting still wrapped in plastic right now. That we will cover, but I'm like, I don't want to watch this version of it until we do the thing. Matter of fact, I ordered another one the other night. Nate was part of that conversation.
Nothing like, deciding to do a podcast on the side and realizing it's just going to ruin all your movie watching time.
Oh my God. Or my wife looking at me going, another DVD. I'm like, yeah, but Pete brought this one up and I hadn't thought about it in like 25 years. And now it's all I can think about. So I found it on Amazon for $15 and I'm buying it and we're going to cover it.
$15.
Exactly. That's how we got Deadly Spawn, man. That's it. Which is getting a 4K release,
4K.
man. 4K.
It's getting a restoration is done. We're hoping that Synapse Films will do a release sometime next year.
I totally am tempted to do a redo of that episode because until Leprechaun, that was our lowest performing
This
episode.
is true.
And it broke my heart every time I looked at it. So, all right, brother. Well, let's jump into our first few things of space before we take a commercial break.
Okay. Can I go grab a beer real quick?
Absolutely.
I'm already down one.
Go grab a beer.
All right.
Yeah, there we go.
I am running through all of my Iron Maiden beer in the fridge tonight.
It's Friday,
This might be my last one, actually.
Well, they sell more beer at the beer store.
They do. I wonder if beer is on DoorDash.
That'd be a weird one because aren't some DoorDashers under 21, so they wouldn't be able to deliver
that's
it to
true. Like, remember being a little kid at the local grocery store,
and
like you weren't even allowed to like touch the beer to put it on the
yeah,
conveyor
you couldn't
belt.
stock it. When Ben, my buddy Benny worked at Food City, they weren't allowed to do the stocking of the beer case or anything.
They couldn't ring you out. They'd always have to call someone that was 21.
Yep.
And up.
Well,
and,
a
like,
lot
have
of
it ring
times
it
they
out.
would make them go through. There was always the one that had the cigarettes, and you had to go through that line to
There
get
was
that.
that.
If
The
you had
local one in
beer,
South
they tried to
Vienna,
push you to that one.
because that was mom and pop owned. You'd only have like 4 people working, so they would call over the manager basically.
And that's really if they only didn't know you. That was how the mom and pop ones really worked.
There was one time a buddy of mine, he and I were able to buy beer while underage at Walmart.
Well, look at
We
you.
happened to know one of the guys that was working the self-checkout, and my buddy was like, well, what if I just flash you my Honda thing? That way it looks like I am, showing you my ID, and then you just key in the numbers. And he was like, oh, I don't know, man. That's really tricky. Like, I don't want to lose my job.
Man.
Yeah, we're like, well, just do it. It was the equivalent of like, well, don't be a bitch. Come on, man.
You guys and your peer pressure.
Yeah.
Damn.
We walked home with an 18-pack of Coors Light.
That's why you gotta have older buddies, but we had access to moonshine when we were under.
Yeah, you're in the South. That's just you're born.
That
with
was that was a lot easier to get a hold
You
of.
come out with
here.
a pack of cigarettes in a mason jar.
Basically.
Hey, Ma, my name's Charlie. You got that? Like, that's what it is.
The luck of me turning out the way I have is amazing. Me getting out and moving to Ohio was probably a godsend. So, but enough about me. Let's get into Fifth Element. All right, brother. This is our first leg of our journey into space and our space category. So we start with story. So it's only about story, which is how it was written, structure,
The movie really entrusts that the audience is smart enough to know what's going on.
Yes.
Right out the gate. It's like, guess what? There's a priest here reading hieroglyphics. Bleh. Hieroglyphics.
There you go.
And now you know what? It turns out Earth has been being watched over by giant penguin aliens that look like General Grievous.
Kind
And
of
they
like
waddle
General Grievous
like
was
penguins.
kind of skinny though.
Yeah, but these
These
ones are
were
very,
like-
very wide. They just waddle like the penguin from Batman Returns.
They were like Gizmo Duck without the wheel.
Yes,
Just
they
very
were.
wide at the top and just kind of sauntered around ever so slightly.
And then they're like, don't worry, in 300 years, we'll come back. We've got like 5 elements that will protect the world from just evil. And then we get to what is evil, which is just a giant evil sun, basically, like a giant ball, right?
It is pure evil. It
Yeah.
is a personification of evil, the most,
And
the worst of the worst,
this
basically.
movie starts out with this, and then 1997, Luke Perry messes it up. I can't really besmirch the dead, but I can besmirch 1997 Luke Perry for shooting an alien and then sabotaging them.
He got 6th billing for
Yeah, he got really high billing. Like when his name popped up on the screen, I went,
6 minutes.
I don't remember
or
him
so.
being in this. And then like when he popped up in 1914 in Egypt, I went, oh, he's not going to be in this long because this movie takes place in like 2200.
He was the pseudo like Indiana Jones character kind of.
Yeah, I mean that's what he was supposed to be. The nice hair. He's going to be
the
an
Brendan
adventurer.
Fraser, if you will,
Yeah.
from Mummy. You know, that kind of thing. So yeah, that would be story. So what would you rate this thing as far as 1 to 2 on story for this movie?
I'm gonna go with 1.5 because I had the balls to entrust in its audience that we're not stupid like what some movies want to do, or it doesn't take the story as just dialogue driven, or
Mhm.
it doesn't do what some of those Christopher Nolan movies do, where it has to explain to you the story.
Right. No,
You know?
that makes sense. So
And it's hey, you have a love for sci-fi, you have a love for action, like just go for the ride.
exactly. So I'm gonna do now. It's my turn. I do story now. So I'm gonna be like right there with you. I think I'm gonna give it a 1.5. And I know a lot of people, this is where if this movie gets dinged, it's in story because they're like, oh, I've seen it. Oh, it's been done before. Oh, it's Star Wars. Well, technically, what George Lucas borrowed from is what Luc Besson borrowed from, which was the earlier French comics of like Valerian, which was it's still going on. It's still a comic that is continuing. And there was a couple of others that they both kind of borrowed from. And of course you've got your Shogun,
Most
your
of our
good
adventure
versus
movies
evil.
are from like the John Carter of Mars books.
Yeah.
And then Disney goes and makes that movie 20 years too late and it flops. Because everyone's like, why does this seem so familiar? It's like, because this is like the original one.
Yeah, this is where everyone got the idea, and now we're going to make it a movie. I enjoy that movie. I know it's not great, but I still find enjoyment in it. So, you know, that's me with John Carter of Mars. Not to mention, I'm so mad that guy, can't even think of his name. He has been put in so many movies that should have been awesome, and he should be an A-list actor, and he just, every time he does a movie, it almost flops. Like he did Battleship. Again, a movie I
He's
enjoy.
just like destined to always be in movies that flop.
Then he was Gambit in the worst Wolverine movie. You know,
Taylor
Wolverine.
Kitsch.
Taylor
That's his
Kitsch. That's his name.
He was in that movie Savages. That was pretty sweet. God,
yeah,
he was Gambit, and that could have had so much potential.
I actually have a movie of his, again, one of those I haven't watched yet, but it's American Assassin with Michael Keaton.
Oh yeah, I haven't watched that yet either.
I have it ready to watch it. He's supposed to be like some awesome spy assassin type thing. So hopefully that one's good. I bought it because it had him in it, Taylor Kitsch. But so to stay on story for this movie, you get that beginning with the to set up everything. So we get the preamble to the movie of why the weapon was created. We get the ancient Egyptian, where the aliens have landed. And then we're like light speeded directly into what is present day for the movie and introduced immediately to Bruce Willis's character. Just
Corbin
boom.
Dallas.
Corbin Dallas. We get enough story about him and he's ex-military. I don't want to say he's down on his luck. He's just existing in a world that
he's like retired, he's divorced, he's a cab driver. He's just kind of going day by day.
Exactly. And he gets enthralled accidentally in an adventure. A woman literally falls in his lap and he has to go and help her save the universe. And stories, that we find out that the evil is using a human counterpart, which is Zorg, to find stones.
Zorg is pretty much Andy Warhol in space in the future.
Yeah.
Who looks like Trent Reznor.
I was going to say, you already said Trent Reznor, but no, we'll do Andy Warhol.
But he's got like the personality of Andy Warhol with
he's got the
Trent
outfit
Reznor
of Andy Warhol.
Yeah. But he wants to cause a little destruction to create life is what he says.
He wants to make money. That was his reasoning to,
like
tell
all liberal art nerds.
Yeah, it's like without a little chaos, you can't have beauty and all this other stuff, which was total and utter BS because he chokes on a cherry.
Oh, this is a glass, but when I knock it off, it becomes beautiful because it's shattered, and now you're looking at it. Isn't art wonderful?
And now this little snout creature alien can't suck the cherry out of your throat.
My little tabletop elephant from space is watching me die on a cherry.
It looked excited. Too.
He doesn't sound like that in the movie at all.
Again.
This is my space art nerd voice.
Space art.
Yes.
Space hipster.
Yes. I wear space Crocs. Backwards. Because why should shoes always go forward when I can go backwards?
It's not what's in front of me. It's what's been done behind me.
Because that's what has made me.
Yeah, I can keep going with this, and I don't want to.
I actually like art, but space art nerds I don't like.
Going. Yeah, no, I don't need that. I don't need that at all. No, I have no problem with the story whatsoever. Yes, it's been done, but it also means that I can enjoy the movie without worrying so much about what's happening.
I never get
lost
on a planetary scale.
Right. All right. Let's do one more before the commercial break. So we have pacing. That is how well the movie flows. It's in the name of it. So, Nate, what do you think about the pacing of The Fifth Element?
Easy to. I don't think there is a moment where this movie is boring me. There's not a moment where I'm looking at my phone. I am highly entertained throughout the whole thing. The fact that it manages to cram so much story in like 2 hours and 5 minutes is actually really impressive. It doesn't feel bogged down. It's fun the entire time. And like I said with the beginning, like the action set pieces stand out because there isn't as much as when you think about it. Like in your head, it's like, oh man, there's a lot of like just run and gun. And it's like, no, there really isn't. There's one giant, amazing gun scene that sticks out to you, but the rest of it is awesome. Space car chases. It's, witty, fun dialogue between characters and just all around it's interesting. So it keeps you glued to the screen. That this is one of those movies I love where I'm not like instantly on my phone checking Facebook, checking Instagram, and then like coming back up to it. It's like, no, like I put this on and just relaxed and enjoyed myself watching a 2-hour movie. Like, what more could you ask for?
Oh, exactly. So, same. This movie, as far as pacing, is a 2. There is nothing wasted in this runtime whatsoever. I'm never bored. Anytime it's like, even if you could consider it slowed down, they sprinkle in like comedy into certain things. They sprinkle in just enough stuff to where you're like, oh, I love every bit. Corbin getting ready for work should have been boring, but it's not, because he gets held at gunpoint and they turn it into one of the funniest comedy bits in the movie with the guy with the hat. You know,
oh my God, the guy with the hat's hysterical.
Yeah. It's like, nice hat. You like it? Yeah. And he starts dancing. Who does that? This guy in this movie. So there is anything with Zorg. I love Zorg so much. It was like, I loved every time he was brought onto the screen. The president, it's Tiny Lister as the president. All that works. And my main dude.
It's so awesome, especially in 97 to do that.
Yes. Well, 97, and he's in a movie with Chris Tucker. So,
yeah,
you know, and then my other main dude that I love from all my old action movies, Brian James. That guy has been in almost everything from movies I grew up watching. And now he's the commanding officer over Bruce Willis in this. And he has comic timing, and it's glorious in this. And so again, it's just never a boring moment at all through this entire movie, period. So I'm right there with you. I'm going to give it a 2. So we've done our story, we've done our pacing, and I know this is different from everyone.
It's very different. You're throwing me off here because we didn't talk about this beforehand.
I couldn't, because I wanted your Leong score, because what we're going to do is compare it to this. How close is space to what your gut feeling of a movie is? And we've done this on the live stream, and it's wild how close it gets you to where, like, your gut feeling, and then to question yourself, why do you think that? It's amazing. So I was excited to try this. And yes, we're in space. It's called Space. I wanted to do it. It's our show. We can do what we want. So
in space.
And what we're going to do now is we're going to take a commercial break.
Space.
Well, it's kind of in space, but I didn't do a drop for space in the middle.
Oh.
But I did do something for the drop in the middle that you have requested us to do.
Oh, cool. I usually just say a bunch of shit and then don't remember it. So
I was going to say,
this will be a nice surprise for me.
You have no clue what I did, but you'll understand it when I play it. So, all right. Let's take our commercial break. Nate's going to go grab another beer. I'm going to make sure none of the other houses have exploded around me.
Beer is good. And stuff.
We'll be back.
The Transformers will return after these messages.
Just how drunk are we gonna get?
Welcome to Good Beer, Bad Movie Night, where each month we drink finely crafted brews while watching terrible films in order to see just how drunk you have to get to enjoy them. So tune in and join Troy.
Kill more Krites.
Oh, that was pretty good.
Thank you.
Dave.
I have the weirdest boner.
And Pete. IPAs are ales, meaning they are bottom fermented. Excuse me, they are top fermented. I that up. Try that again. As we drag Kathleen,
hear me,
kicking and screaming through an alcohol-fueled podcast dedicated to movies of questionable quality and the frosty adult beverages that help make them tolerable. Good Beer, Bad Movie Night. Clearly, it's the beer's fault.
The #1 movie in America is Broken Arrow.
Ain't it cool?
The Los Angeles Times calls it a visceral rush of adrenaline.
Outstanding.
A sensational supersonic hit.
Crowd pleaser.
The New York Times says Travolta is irresistible.
You the man. I'm the man.
And Joel Siegel says it may be winter, but it's summer at the movies. Travolta, Slater, Broken Arrow.
I will deliver.
Rated R. Now playing at theaters everywhere.
Welcome to the Monster Movie Stomp Down with me, Stompy, and my brother, Frank.
Hi, I'm Frank.
Join us, Sludge, Mark, and Ruben 3 times a month as we review monster movies from around the world.
And don't forget about the monthly contest and trivia.
Not only that, Frank, but you will find extra content like the Underdogs, Monster Mash Wednesdays, and the Friday Night Fights, each week exclusively on our Facebook and Instagram.
So, please join us at the Monster Movie Stomp Down.
Your one-stop chomp for monster movie reviews, news, interview, trivia, laughs, and of course me, Stompy.
And Frank.
We now return to the Transformers.
Yep.
Transform into something sober.
No, you don't need to be sober tonight, Nate. You're fine. You can transform into drunk Nate. That's what you can do.
You don't want that.
After we're done recording. I can get
a lot of destruction happens with that.
I can get drunk messages from you all night. I won't care. It'll be fine. You just send me weird messages.
Can't break anything in my office. I got a lot of cool shit in here I actually
yeah,
like.
don't do it in the office. What's wrong with you? You're a madman.
All right, Uberman, you're with me tonight. You ever see that Tom Cruise movie, Collateral?
Yeah, here we go, man. We're doing it.
You're Jamie Foxx. I'm Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks? That's a different movie, I think.
We're on a road to perdition here, Uberman.
Uberman. Okay, it's probably a good thing we're doing space so I can keep you on track tonight.
Yeah, because I'm like, what's A stand for?
Well, A is the artistry of a movie. Now, that can go as far as how the movie looks, choreography with the fights, and we can even add choreography with some of the dances in this movie with the, I'm going to mess up her name, but the opera alien that sings. It's Pava something
I just
another.
refer to her as Diva because that is something they call her in this.
The
Not
diva.
calling her a diva, but they refer to her as Diva.
The diva. This is kind of what it more is. It's like she is above all. So that's what artistry is how the movie looks, how it feels, all around that, which is kind of an obvious. Do you want me to lead this one just to kind of
I want to go first again. I like this.
Okay, that's fine.
It's bam, boom,
This isn't Ghost of Mars. No. All right, Nate. What is artistry for Fifth Element?
It's a 2, baby. Because the practical effects look great, the costumes look great. This universe, this whole world of like 2,234 looks awesome. The amount of flying cars. This isn't flying cars doing like one single aisle. These are layers. These are stacks. Like in my head, I'm like, can you imagine if one of these gets in a wreck and you're on the sidewalk?
Mm-hmm.
Like there was one time I went to Chicago and they had all these signs in the winter saying, beware of falling icicles from the skyscrapers. It's like, well, I don't want to be even warned. I'd rather just
don't
die.
even tell me.
Like now that I know, and I'm like looking up going, that's really, really big. Like what if a chunk of ice does fall? I'm dead.
That like the signs they would have on the Empire State Building that you don't throw pennies off of the Empire State Building.
Same thing. Like I just imagine like there being, because people are idiots when they come to driving because they're texting and they're eating ice cream at the same time.
Oh my God.
Someone doing that in the future and then just like get into a fender bender, but Elon Musk's stupid technology still isn't really all there. So then the cars just explode and fall down into space debris onto the ground.
Yeah. No, no one, like everyone, it's that whole trope of where's my flying cars? I was promised flying cars. I really don't. People haven't mastered four
Keep
wheels.
your death traps away from me. And then the New York Police Department has flying cars as well. I don't want the police department to have that kind of budget.
No. While eating McDonald's, which was great.
I do fully support the future's McDonald's uniform.
I figured you would. Yeah.
I saw that and went, oh, very nice.
While like all the dudes like of authority are like bulked up, armored looking, you know,
They're
all
not
this
even
other
armor
stuff.
that looks practical though.
No,
like,
it's very
like,
Judge
some of it
Dredd.
looks like that would be very inconvenient.
Yeah, it's like the Judge Dredd eagle on your shoulder. Like, come on, man, that
will just affect me. Yeah. That's why you have to talk to your gun to make sure that everything shoots correctly.
Right, but then you get like it's a lot, mostly the females, although we will get into Ruby Rod here when we get to characters, all revealing tight outfits. He's definitely setting the mood.
Like the security is like sailor boys.
Yeah, that was so weird. Still so weird to see, man. But you know what? It makes sense. It works. It's that high end, society kind of feel, I guess. It's what they come to expect when they're on the vacation.
Oh, yes, we are in space and we are in space vacation. We expect our Grey Poupon floating.
Well, this is 97. There should have been a Grey Poupon reference.
There should have been, by all means. It was still pretty hot. I'm going to go buy a bottle at some point.
You can still
I'm
get
an adult now with adult money that can afford Grey Poupon.
It's not bad. It's the price per what you get is what makes you not buy it all the time.
It's a very tiny bottle.
It's very tiny and not cheap.
And I'm dipping it in my chicken wings.
Chicken nuggets dipped right into the jar.
You know what? That's more white trash. I like that. You know what? I'm going Dino Nugs.
Dino Nugs. Nice. Yeah,
in my Grey Poupon.
Oh, that's awesome. All right. So
I wear a monocle that is actually a little tiny binocular looking at my Dino Nug.
You get the monocle, but you have the little one that flips up on the little arm in front of it.
Yes. This would be good to paint my Warhammer 40K figures.
My 40K.
Because that's how much I spend on my figures. I have a grand army.
I don't deal with army painter or even the... hold on. I got to look at my wall. I can't see it. I'm covering them up. Hold on. I don't deal with the bones of miniatures.
You deal with bones? I remember being such an amateur model painter.
I give those out as presents at the holidays to the help. That's what
to the children in need.
I give away bones charity. Oh. Funny thing, man, every time a holiday pops up down here in the South, you can't buy a Hot Wheel to save your life. I swear, Easter rolls around, every kid's getting a Hot Wheel. Man. Christmas, every kid's getting a Hot Wheel. It's the only thing that inflation can't touch. It's 99 cents.
You'll never touch the 99-cent Hot Wheel, damn it, government.
They're all behind me, too. I'm just as guilty. But I'm the one that's getting mad going, oh, this little bastard's got all my Hot Wheels for the holidays.
Hot Wheel.
So Nate's, now we got the Hot Wheels. See, even when we have structure, we still go off the
rails.
No idea. It happens on the live stream, too. So tune in on the YouTube at The Action Elite. You can follow us on Facebook over there. All right, Nate's a 2 at artistry. I'm right there. It's a 2. This movie is a visual treat. This is 1997. The special effects are amazing. The mix of practical effects. They're wearing rubber masks, and it's glorious.
They're fighting in rubber masks.
They are.
That's even more impressive because we're like, that guy can't see anything. That stunt double is blind right now, getting kicked.
The Mangalores, to save money on an $80 million budget, so they didn't have to do the eyes. They wear goggles, the little like fighter goggles that are blacked
is that
out.
why someone were wearing the goggles then?
It was we don't have to do their eyes now. It saved like so many hours of prosthetic.
Even with the CGI, like I never really docked bad CGI given the time period.
Not for this movie.
Not for like something like this. Now Leprechaun Space, that's a little bit of a different story. With that spaceship and Nintendo 64 graphics and Star Fox.
GoldenEye was better.
Yeah. But that also had a budget of like $1.4 million.
Yeah, what would you do with 80 leprechauns in space? 80 of them some bitches with $80 million versus $1 million budget. I mean, we're sitting here thinking, damn, $1 million. That's life-changing. Or you make Leprechaun 4. Your choice.
You know what, though? If someone wants to give me $1.4 million, I bet I can come up with some pretty sweet Leprechaun 4 vibes.
Well, we do the next Leprechaun in space. That's what we do. He gets pissed on again. And no, we're not trying to bring this into a finale for the Leprechaun so we get more people to go listen to it. But no, the artistry. I mean, we get the arid desert of Egypt, which I believe it. They go into a pyramid.
It looks hot.
It looks.
I don't like things that take place in Egypt because it looks hot.
Aziz light.
Aziz light.
Poor kid. But you felt like that's where you were, especially for the movie to just open right there. You're like, I thought I was watching a sci-fi action movie and I'm starting in Egypt. Then I believe everything about what the future is going to be like. And yeah, I've watched the movies like I just mentioned, Judge Dredd, Fifth Element, all of these type of movies that have like kind of shown a glimpse of what the future could be. It's not going to be a utopia. It's going to be people stacked on top of people.
I mean, there's always like smoke coming out of manholes in these type of movies.
Yeah.
Trash just on the side, a mountain of it. Like I
there's
don't
a
know,
mountain
like
of trash in this, and it's beautiful. But
you
there's
just
a mountain
see
of trash.
these kind of like cliches of the future, and it's kind of like a Wall-E world where the humans have not left Earth yet.
Well, and that's kind of the whole thing of where this cruise, they're able to take us from the filth of Earth to this beautiful like ocean planet. That's where you go you don't take a cruise on Earth. You go to a whole nother galaxy to go take a cruise. They put you to sleep and then you get on another
you go
ship.
into stasis and then you wake up like into beauty.
Yeah. And again, you go from Earth, then you're in space. So the space battles look amazing. I love the Mangalores. I have a pop vinyl Mangalore. If I didn't have to move Hot Wheels, I'd show Nate. But I love all of that. And then, like I'm saying, we get transported to a whole nother planet. You're on a cruise ship for like not the last part of the movie, but the good middle section of the movie. It's full sets. It's like a futuristic Titanic. There's a ballroom. There is an opera stage theater. Every room is done up with all this fanciness, and it's amazing looking. And the costuming. My God, the costuming in this movie.
Oh,
that was a huge
It
budget.
does not hold back.
It doesn't. And it works. It transports you to this period, to this time, and you are fully engrossed into it. There's never a moment where I feel like I'm watching people in rubber masks. This literally kind of did the same thing like the original Star Wars did, where you felt like you were on another planet.
Yeah,
and it
because
works.
the planet feels realistic. Not everything's shiny and new. Like it feels weathered and worn, and this is the way it's been for a while. But then like you get into that upper class, like the celebrity that Chris Tucker plays, Ruby Rod, and he's literally Space Prince.
Literally, because they wanted
just Prince. Yeah.
They wanted Prince, and they
extravagant, and he's amazing in this.
They try. We'll get to that next. That's next as characters. But the last thing I want to say on artistry is the one other thing that Luc Besson does to make it feel real is they created that language that Lilu is speaking in the movie. It had 400 separate words, and her and Besson spoke it and wrote it to each other to where it was
they
an
were
actual
like fluent
language.
in it by the end of this movie. Was being filmed.
I'd say she could still speak it. I didn't watch any of the interviews with her. I didn't have time. Literally coming home from Ohio, getting everything reset back up, and big bada boom. That's all I know.
Big bada boom next door.
Lilu Dallas multipass.
All
right. This is going to be a big one. And I kind of already know what our scores are going to be. I kind of already know what the scores of this movie
kind of easy on this one.
Next one's characters. So 0 to 2, Nate. How would you rate
Pretty obvious. It's a 2.
I'm going to go ahead and say it's a 2.
Main hero is pretty damn iconic. You have bleach blonde hair, Bruce Willis.
And it works.
It works. He has hair.
Works. Totally.
And it's great. You have this stunning orange hair on Milla Jovovich. You have this soul patch Trent Reznor, Gary Oldman.
And I have something special for our releases.
The priest that Ian Holm plays, Cornelius, looks like an even older version of Obi-Wan.
Yeah.
Chris
There's
Tucker
also a Star Wars
goes
tie
without
with that.
saying.
Yeah.
You know?
Chris Tucker is my favorite character. We're going to combine, because I know how much this one is. We're both going to go over characters, because I'm already saying 2. So we're both going to do it. Chris Tucker is my favorite character in this movie.
Oh, he's fantastic. He steals every scene.
There's some reviews where people are like, he rubs them the wrong way. No, he is the cherry on top in this movie, as far as I'm concerned. And I know we've already we mentioned them briefly earlier, but Tiny Lister, Brian James, all of these characters, they immerse themselves in these roles. I'm not looking at the president going, it's Tiny Lister. It's my necklace now. It's my bicycle now. No, I believe him as the president. He is actually acting in a completely different way.
I love Debo as the president. It's amazing.
Debo's iconic for Friday, and it's kind of hard to break those kind of stereotypical characters. But him as the president, he starts crying in this movie at one point. The cameras turn on and he's a totally different personality all of a sudden. I love his character in this. Brian James is supposed to be like this military badass, commander. And like I said before, he's got the comedic timing of some of the greats.
He's very slapstick. Like, they get locked in a fridge in this movie.
They freeze him.
And they freeze him, but then he gets thawed.
We never see it, but we're okay with it.
You're just okay. We're like, oh, they lived.
The Mangalores, when they go into like their transformed human form, absolutely great. And every person that is playing a Mangalore as a human just has enough little ticks and oddities to them where you're like, oh,
that's not human.
It's not human, but I love what you're doing here. It works so well. Zorg.
Andy Warhol with a machine gun and rocket launcher with a gun that also shoots a net, which I don't think is necessary.
But why not? It does everything
if
else.
It can do it, why not?
Hey, it's a flamethrower. My favorite. And that scene, that entire segment right there, from when he's doing the demonstration till he walks away and he goes, you know what I like? And I like a killer who died in the wool killer, doesn't care about anything, doesn't do anything, doesn't fight for honor. He immediately would have asked what the little red button does. And the way Luc Besson shot this movie too is like, as things are happening, we're getting to see it from the other sides. It was kind of like the Leeloo Dallas when they're asking her about where the stones are. We're also watching Zorg realize the stones aren't in the case anymore. And they keep
like
cutting that back and forth.
One another. Like they're playing off one another really well.
Very comic
book scenario is going with. Yeah.
Very comic bookish. And it works.
Yeah. You could totally see where like the cells would be on the comic book,
Yeah. Like I could have, as much as people didn't like the first Incredible Hulk movie where they did that, I feel like it probably could have worked for a movie like The
I need
Fifth
to
Element.
Revisit that. I really do.
I know
I just want to see what 2022 version of it looks like.
I know
fell
a giant
asleep
dog
both times
gets punched in the nuts, and it's got Nick Nolte. And he plays Zax. I don't know. I need to probably rewatch it one day, but I also kind of like, I don't really need to.
Yeah, like we have a really cool version of Hulk now. Like,
yeah,
it's just that comic book panel. I remember that so much.
Yeah,
so.
and there's.
But I also remember the movie being really boring and me falling asleep both times I watched it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
A Hulk movie should not be boring.
It shouldn't. I think there was a way too much like build up to the past and stuff because basically he had to fight his dad. So that was a little weird in that anyway. But we're not talking about the Hulk. We're talking about Fifth Element. So characters, again, we're both giving it a 2. And we could literally go through the entire list of characters for this movie, and everyone gets 5 stars. No one is phoning it in.
There's no one that seems out of place.
No, even the throwaway character guard on the cruise ship. He's the one that they see the most that meets the diva. He was in a movie called Mouse Hunt, and that's the movie I remember him the most from.
Yeah, that's Lee Evans. Like, yeah, I remember
Lee
Mouse Hunt
Evans.
the most with
Yeah.
shit. The
Not
guy
John
plays
Lovitz, the other guy.
He's in Lion King.
He's in Lion King. He's in The Birdcage with Robin Williams.
The
We know who we're talking
producers.
about. He's
Nathan
also
Lane.
That's it, Nathan Lane. I was gonna say he was in the Austin Powers with Beyonce, where he's the one talking in between. I like Nathan Lane. I really do like.
He's
Nathan
a
Lane.
wonderful actor.
He is. He's a wonderful, wonderful person. But yeah, that guy from Mouse Hunt, he's great. And then we get another one of my favorite scenes, the negotiator scenes. You know, it's like, you know, you have anyone that can negotiate? And he sends him out there, he shoots the guy. Anyone else want to negotiate? He's like, where did he learn that? And then we cut to the president looking at Brian James going, I wonder. And Brian James doesn't say anything, but he gets real sheepish and looks down.
Like, yeah, we kind of trained him that way.
Yeah, but that's what I love so much about this was how they all just worked off each other, and it just is enjoyable and fun, man. It's so good. So the last part of this is enjoyment. And there's no hiding what the next one is. So is there anything, I want to change this up a little bit. Is there anything you want to go back that we haven't talked about this movie yet that you really wanted to bring up?
I mean, other than the big gunfight scene and the Lilu kicking everyone's ass with the martial arts she learned from the internet.
Well, see, that would go under artistry because that would be so, yeah, again, she dances, but it's a fight.
While the opera is playing, which is
Yes.
very, like, it's not hip-hop, but it has that cool hip-hop vibe.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. It's poppy. It's poppy.
Yeah. Like, I do not like opera at all. I see no enjoyment in the genre. But the opera scene in this, because they had to film or they had to record the artist doing the different octaves and the
because it wasn't humanly
because it's not possible.
Yeah,
and then they merged it all together, which is really cool. And because she's an alien, like, it works. And when she starts to do the dancing of the like, and then you're watching, it's going back to the cut of Lilu Dallas kicking everyone's ass, like, it's awesome. That's the only way to do it. That's why the enjoyment is a 2.
Yeah. Well, and it's also, you almost feel like Lilu's connected to her ever so slightly.
Yeah, just
like
so slightly, like beat for beat, like
to things.
She is punching to the beat, or she is kicking to the flow of the music. Like, it's really awesome.
But then also, whenever the diva gets shot, Lilu reacts to a lot of stuff. Another fun thing that I didn't know till I was reading up on it was Bruce Willis's reaction during the during the opera was legitimate. He had not seen her nor heard the song that was going to be playing. So the reaction we're watching on screen is his real reaction to what's playing in front of him. And so it's like that's exactly what he is experiencing. Awesome. Another fun thing, I love how they do this to actors, and I can imagine some actors may get upset. Other ones would probably work with it. They didn't tell Bruce Willis that Lilu was going to be speaking an alien language. When she starts,
what the hell is she going on about?
He is ad-libbing everything of his response to her. So his response to her, like, I don't understand what you're saying. I don't, what are you, that whole first interaction between them two was because he's like, I don't know what she's saying at all. They didn't prep him.
I just imagine he's never met Milla Jovovich before. He's like, oh man, I can't wait to work with her. And then they're like, and action. And then he's like, what? She talks gibberish like a 2-year-old?
There were 3,000 people or women that auditioned for that role. Think about that. 3,000 women auditioned for Lilu.
That's because there's something about Milla Jovovich that's very charming. Like, I hate those Resident Evil movies, but she's the reason why you watch them.
I can find now the last few. I can't stand it all. I
We
can
did
find
like a marathon where we watched all 6 of them in like a 2-day spawn.
I have all
and I
of
was like,
them.
these have gotten worse and worse. I was kind of excited because I was like, I haven't seen the last 2. Maybe they'll be pretty cool because I remember them like incorporating more practical effects and elements from the video game. And like we were watching them, I was like, these are bad. These are so bad. And then we get the new Resident Evil movie that was like a good bad movie. Where it was
I haven't even watched it yet. No,
it's worth a watch. It totally
I
is
will.
because of the set designs, the creature designs. But then when it's all said and done, you're like, that still wasn't good, but it was really like it was enjoyable enough.
Yeah.
And then there's this new Netflix series that comes out in like a couple weeks, and it looks terrible because it looks just like the original movies. So it's like, did you not learn anything? Why like veer away from the source material so much, you idiots?
The one that I remember watching going, okay, I'm over this, was the movie starts 15 minutes where the other movie ended, and you're rewatching the end of the movie before.
Oh, that was just filler.
That's
the last
literally
movie,
what
they
it felt
completely
like.
killed off like Leong, Chris, like every character, and there was like they did it off screen.
Yeah,
I was like, that's a slap in the face to everyone.
But like I said, I can for the first few, I can find enjoyment in them.
The first 2, I can. Maybe the first 3.
I liked Monster Hunter that just came out.
I haven't watched it yet. I'm curious to see Tony Jaa in it.
It's fun. It's a monster video game, man, and that's what the movie pretty much is. And I enjoyed it. I watched it with Dad. We got it for him for his birthday, and it was fun. Honestly, we let it was PG-13, which again, this movie's PG-13. There's boobs in this movie. There's pretty good action.
Kinda, like I remember that as a kid because it was like, huh, cool. But as an adult, when you're like, wait a minute, this is PG-13. How did they pull it off like so many times? The only other movie I know that pulled it off was Titanic. I don't know why.
I thought Titanic was R.
I think it's PG-13.
I don't know. I know back in the day before PG-13, you could get away with boobs in non-R rated movies, but
yeah, Titanic is PG-13.
I thought so.
I don't know how Fifth
artful.
Element pulled it out. Was this artful? She was perfect.
I think that's the point. She's very athletic built. She's very no one feature overshadows another feature of her, I guess is the right way to say it. So to be a perfect being means that's what the universe has considered perfect. She's not a D cup running around, smacking herself in the face.
She's
every
not
time.
97 Pamela Anderson.
Right.
Barbed wire.
Barbed wire. Yeah, well, I know. We all watched Barbed Wire in 97.
Mom and Dad wouldn't let me watch it. I don't think Adult Nate's ever seen it, actually. Damn it, Mom and Dad, I'm taking charge.
I'm pretty sure Dad rented that one for me for some reason. Anyway.
Wonder why I wasn't not allowed to watch that one. What of all the things, what could it be?
Pam Anderson.
Oh.
No, but she fits this role. I can't imagine any other actress in that role.
Nah, she's perfect.
Literally. And like you were saying, with Bruce Willis with his bleach blonde hair, which was shocking when I saw them do it in The Jackal when he played the assassin in that, and he had the bleach blonde hair about midway through.
But he's not as characteristic in The Jackal.
No, The Jackal is a totally different character.
He's very cold in that, where this is very
that's
fun.
Also a good movie. I do enjoy The Jackal. That's a fun
to see
one.
Jack Black get blown away.
Sprawl. Yeah. So yeah, and I know we're talking about anything we may have missed. That's what it is, because enjoyment is a no-brainer. It's
Another
two
thing
enjoyment
that I did enjoy. Imagine This scenario is happening right now in 2022. And the aliens decide that the only hope to ensure that the existence of mankind happens is to give these 4 stones to the biggest pop star in the world, Lady Gaga.
Oh my God.
Because that's the equivalent of what happens in the future is they gave these stones to Lady Gaga and went, the whole fate of the world is in your hands, which also means some asshole has to assassinate Lady Gaga, which I'm not cool with.
Damn, I never even thought about that, but you nailed it. She is, that's space Lady Gaga.
I don't know where the aliens got this idea, but I assumed they really like opera and like her style and went, go ahead and eat these stones, and then we're just going to let you be the protector of the world.
I was reading. It was so weird. I was like, the things people think about, but I read it, so I guess I'm just as weird. Someone like speculated like the diva didn't plan on dying, and she was gonna give Lilu the stones after.
That's true. It's not like it was in her prophecy, like I will get shot in the stomach.
No,
and then he can reach inside me. So there were 2 options, I guess.
She's alien. There could have been multiple. We'll throw that out right now before Nate takes us way beyond where the show is.
A C-section could have been possible.
Yeah.
But I don't. The shrink ray from Leprechaun 4, maybe.
Shrink ray.
Because she had to have ate the stones. I mean, I say that because she's an alien, so I imagine she then turns into like a snake-like creature that unhinges her jaw and gulps them up.
Wow, she has tentacles and unhinges the jaw. That is a hentai dream right there. Anyway, we're not going down that road. Damn it, Nate. That's my fault. I brought it up. Damn it, that's my fault.
My search bar recently, I see.
We had the shared screen thing that one day.
That was.
We know about people taking screenshots of their phone and
she
it
wasn't going
resumes.
to do the Ant-Man Thanos experiment with it, I guess.
I think we need to get off this subject. Just keep going further downhill.
Well, now I'm just trying to think how Lady Gaga would eat these stones.
I'm actually not as... That one doesn't confuse me.
That one actually, I'd be like, yeah, no, that makes sense. Bradley Cooper was there, and it all worked out.
Yeah, they do a little duet. Boom,
Yeah.
stones sitting under the piano. Bruce Willis is quietly picking them up, putting them in a jacket.
One of them does die in that movie. I haven't seen it, but I'm like, I totally die. There's no way 2 of you come out of this alive.
I don't even know what the premise of the movie is. I'm just aware of it.
You know, I don't know either, but I do know Sam Elliott is in the movie.
Well, then we got to watch it if it's got Sam Elliott in it.
This is true.
That's it, man. I think the only thing I want to bring up, and we only talked about him briefly, was my favorite character, Ruby Rod. Chris Tucker just went all. He went all in. There was no
He's
reason.
The enjoyment 2.0 for the whole time.
Yeah, there was no reason anyone needed to go that hard, and that guy just did it. And I was there for it.
Especially Chris Tucker of all people, the dude that's barely in anything. We had Friday before this, and then we had Rush Hour. Not Rush Hour 2 was even out yet.
No, this was before Rush Hour 2.
There was this brief moment where you had like a renaissance, I guess, or not even a renaissance, but like
it was just
a
like
Chris
this
Tucker reckoning that came through in the early or the mid 90s to late 90s and then went away because he went, I deserve like $30 million per picture, and Hollywood went no.
Yeah, we saw Rush Hour 3. No. They went to Paris, and the Hollywood went, you guys are going to space next, and we're not going to allow that to happen. Now I want Rush Hour in space, though. That's what I want. I want Jackie Chan and Chris Tucker in space. Nate is intently looking something up right now.
Yeah, because I'm trying to see if anyone's wrote that idea yet. Get Jackie Chan on the line.
We're on our next trilogy making. No, Ruby Rod in this he is the comedy sidekick. He is the comedy relief. He is kind of us experiencing what's going. That was the other cool thing is once the opera happens, everything that happens for the rest of the movie, they are experiencing through Ruby Rod because he's live on air. So they're listening to the Divas music, then they listen to the attack, then they hear everything Ruby Rod is hearing from the negotiation scene to holding the gun to the Mangalore's head.
Oh my God, the holding the gun to the Mangalore's head, and Bruce Willis just telling him, just keep it there. And his hands shaking. It's like, yeah, someone that has never held a firearm before would have that same exact reaction.
I don't feel right. Corbin, I don't feel right. I don't feel good. I don't feel good. And then shoots him.
Yeah.
And he goes, I'm sorry. You think he's going to be okay? It's just, it's stupid, but I love it. And I wouldn't want it taken out. And his screams in the movie, they just keep getting better and better the more stuff that happens around him, getting almost blown up by the grenade, getting shot around into a person-sized hole that drops down from the balcony, screaming the
Bruce
whole
Willis
time.
telling him to count the 10 as they're hiding underneath a wine cart.
It took way more than 10 counts before that thing blew up. So I'm
He
always
screams
like,
for 10 seconds before he starts to count.
I'm like, does the grenade know when you say 10? Is it that high tech that you have to say 10 for the grenade to blow up? Because there's like 25 seconds before it blows up from when he stuck it to the ceiling. But you know, it's stupid stuff like that I don't even care that it's like, oh, there's a plot hole in that. I don't care. It's funny. The deaf guy throwing him the pool balls because he's trying to get him to Ray, throw me the gun. Throw me the gun, Ray. He rolls the pool balls to him. Thanks, Ray. This guy thumbs ups him.
The whole time I was like, Ray's supposed to be like Flea from the Red Hot Chili Peppers. You cannot change my mind on this.
No,
For some reason, they could have gotten Flea, but
I was like, how's Flea not in this? Flea's in everything anymore. I was watching something the other day and Flea was in it.
He's in Obi-Wan. He's a bounty hunter.
Yes. I was watching something and I went, there's Flea. He's still working.
Oh, I was loving it when he popped up in that. I was like, oh, hello there.
God, I love it. I love it. So, all right. So yeah, we're at a 2 for enjoyment. They saved the world, man. I know it. No one listening to the show should have never seen Fifth Element. We all know they put the stones on the thing.
They figure out how they work. And
yeah,
they
it's great how they figure that out. Lilu, you know, she needed Corbin to love her. That's what released, you know, the energy.
Love saves the day.
And the fun thing of them having sex in the tube, they're going to need 5 more minutes. You know, that just
Bruce Willis' mom calls to yell at him as she's done throughout the whole movie, and then yells at Debo. And I'm just like, this is my mom. She always calls at the worst possible time. And I mean, always.
And if I watched this on Hulu, so it was really good.
Yeah, it was great quality.
I loved this. Okay, so I watched this last night. Before I left Ohio, I watched it in Ohio, and it was on Tubi, which was fine, commercials. I get home, and I tell Jackie it's on Tubi. No, it's not. Like, I literally watched it 2 nights ago. And it was gone. So I'm like, what the? And I was like, oh, Hulu has it now. I was like, that was like a 24-hour turnaround. Tubi, no. Hulu, yes. But I was like, no commercials. But Corbin's mom at the end, when she's going on her rant, she's like, I might as well be thrown into traffic. You might as well just wrap me up in saran wrap. You might.
Yeah, she's like literally giving you the plot of the movie.
Everything that's already happened in the movie, she's yelling at people over the phone.
Which
and
is
I'm like,
exactly how my mom talks to me on the phone as well. So like, every time that he's talking to mom, I'm like, yeah, I feel this deep in my soul.
My mom's not that bad. My mom can throw a good guilt trip, but she's not that bad.
Oh, the worst.
Oh,
you never call
man.
anymore, Nathan.
Is your phone broken, Nathan?
Is your phone broken, Nathan? How are you and Hannah doing, Nathan?
Does Dad need to come over and fix your phone lines? Is everything broken?
Are you eating good, Nathan? I never hear from you, so I never know if you're eating good.
No, nothing. You're on some kind of pod thing. I don't know what that is.
I don't know what the casting of the pods are. I just worked 7 days in a row. I worked longer than you no matter what, Nathan.
Yeah, no matter how. I don't care. I birthed you. I am always above you. You came out of me. I don't know. I almost went Arnold. You came out of me. You came out of me. God. All right. We're done with that. Okay. Well, I think it's time we do our body count. There's a body count in this movie. PG-13 movie.
Do we do body count? Yeah, we do. Okay.
Yep. Body counts first.
Okay.
We have an order of how we get things done around here.
Order of operations.
There you go.
Yeah.
Nate's had a few beers tonight.
Gonna go grab more.
Can I hit the thing now?
Go hit the thingy.
All right.
Yeah.
Leave anything for us?
Just bodies. Body count. Body count. Body count. Body count.
So I've watched this movie a lot. I own it. It's great. Yes, I own the movie and I still watch it on streaming. Sue me. I'm not the only person that does that. I don't want to get up and go find it in my collection. So I was getting ready to watch it again and I was like, oh yeah, I got to find the body count. And I'm like, this movie's only PG-13. And then I started thinking and remembering as I'm watching going, damn, a lot of people die in this movie. Like a lot.
They just don't have blood splatters. You gotta have blood splatters
there's
in VR.
no blood spatters. Although we do get a Mangalore with his ear half ripped off, which I always enjoy.
He
seeing
survived
that.
an explosion.
he survived the little red button. Yeah. So the body count was shocking. You ready for this?
It's got to be high.
98.
Yeah.
That's high, man.
Awesome.
But I'm like, that whole attack on the cruise ship, you know, the guards and the Mangalores, tons of people, like actual innocent people die. Zorg blows up his right-hand man at the airport, basically. And there were people around when he blew up. I'm like, I started thinking back and I'm like, man, a lot of people died. Corbin doesn't kill a lot. He kills a decent amount of Mangalores.
Well, when he gets some kills, though, yeah, it's the Mangalores and like he's kicking ass when he does it.
A fun thing to realize in this movie, and I don't think I ever put it together till much later in watching this when I was older. Corbin and Zorg never meet in this movie.
So that's one of the greatest things about this movie. It's a very rare case. It could be, I'm not going to say the only case.
No, you can't say
but
only.
The
I'm
fact
sure there's
that
something out there.
The main hero and the main bad guy never cross paths.
No.
The only moment that they are sharing a scene together is an elevator scene where Bruce Willis is going on to an elevator and Gary Oldman is getting off an elevator and they don't even see each other. It's like as if their doors open and close right just a second apart from one another.
It's the same scene, but not the same frame is how you would say it. Literally, Corbin goes into the elevator as Zorg walks out of his.
Yeah, they do not even know of each other's existence.
No.
Which is awesome.
The only connection is Bruce Willis's company, the taxi company he worked for, was owned by Zorg, and he got laid off, and he got that letter at the top, had the letterhead of Zorg Industries, where there was a little part at the beginning where they're like, we need to lay off 500, and he's like, lay off 1 million. Bruce Willis was involved in that. He got laid off by Zorg. No other connection whatsoever. The priest is our connection to Zorg and Lilu.
Yeah.
Basically.
And even then, he doesn't even really like talk about Zorg to Dallas.
Well, no, because he doesn't even remember him when they first meet. He's like,
which is awesome because it's like how how shitty of a bad guy are you
Yeah.
that you're not even memorable.
He's like, oh, yeah, something about art collecting. And it was like, oh, good memory. I was like, really? I don't think that's what he was going for there, but I've always enjoyed that aspect of it, that our main protagonist and our hero never meet
cross
in
paths.
this movie.
Never.
And it's
so cool.
One other small thing is during Zorg's little speech about the Mangalores, where he's like, you know what I like a killer that's dyed in the wool. He goes, I don't trust these Mangalores because of what they fight for. And his right hand man's like, what they fight for? He goes, they fight for honor. And he doesn't respect that. Zorg is killed by the bomb the Mangalore set. And the last thing the Mangalore says when he pushes the button, for our honor, and hits the button. So Zorg is defeated by their sense of honor. I was like, I like that. I really do.
Very cool.
It's a nice little tidy up. Again, it's that Luke Besson stuff, man, where he doesn't leave things open-ended. Even like during Lockout, everything is answered as the movie goes. You're always going to have inconsistencies in editing and stuff like that. That's going to cause a plot hole. But for the most part, I feel like he tidies this movie up 100%, especially taking 3 movies and making it into 1 2-hour movie. That's impressive.
Like it feels like, I guess, flawless. You could even say, like,
I would say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So our next bit is our kill of the week.
Have you ever killed anyone?
Yeah, but they were all bad.
So Nate, out of 98 deaths, most of them nameless deaths, what would be your kill of the week for The Fifth Element?
Well, I would love to tell you this, but guess what, Charlie? I'm out of a beer, and I need to go grab one.
Well, I will allow you to go get a beer. So we'll wait on bated breath for Nate to come back with a beer. Did you get your beer?
Yep.
All right. Wait, that's not the
I
same
can't
beer
believe I found another Iron Maiden beer in the fridge.
That one's not bottled, though. You were drinking a bottled one earlier.
I've drank 2 different bottle ones, and now I've got a sake lager. It's the Sun Steel with a samurai Eddie.
I got some Megadeth Tout Le Monde in the house.
I have not had theirs yet. I've seen it, but I haven't bought it yet. That new Megadeth song.
Oh, my God.
Oh!
Talk about kill of the week.
Yeah.
Woo!
Dave went hard for that one.
Was
not expecting that to be that good.
That came out in Amon Amarth's Get in the Ring, which is Mad Max Vikings.
Oh, I have not. Check that one out.
Did I not send you that? Oh,
you did not.
I will have to send you that one. It's Mad Max Vikings. That is all I can say. Oh,
I'm down for that.
Oh my God. Okay. So yeah, before you went and got your beer, you have to pick a kill of the week. So,
well, it's the one that stuck with me since I was a kid. It's the negotiation one.
That's mine.
It's so much fun.
We match. It's one kill of the week now.
It's iconic. I mean,
shoots him right between the eyes.
And then you see like where the bullet was. There's no blood splatter.
No gore.
But it's the way that he like comes out from cover nonchalantly, just shoots the guy, and then it's like, any more negotiating?
Yeah, Mangalores won't continue attacking when you take out their leader. That's all the preface we need before he steps out around the corner.
It's so awesome. No other movie will ever be able to copy it.
No.
Because it's like, you just copied Fifth Element. How dare you?
Exactly. No, that's mine too. There's no ever getting around that. My favorite, group of Mangalores are the ones with the rocket launcher and machine gun behind the plexiglass shield, because it's just insane and I love it. But that's not a kill of the week. That's insane Mangalores with heavy artillery. But it's that, and then where did he learn how to negotiate like that? And then the president
it's
and
just
Brian.
Everything that
it's a whole thing.
Up. Yeah.
And he's holding the priest Cornelius at gunpoint. So it's everyone involved in the movie, basically, all wrapped up in a nice little bundle right there. So yeah, I'm with you. That's our kill of the week. We match this week. That's awesome. So now we're going to do our Al Leongs. So
Yes, we are.
I'm going to play the song, and then we're going to do our little twist on the thing. All right. So I couldn't participate like I'm having Nate do because I came up with the idea to do this tonight. So that wouldn't be fair. So, Nate, will you please reveal to everyone the number you wrote down at the beginning of the show?
At the beginning of the show, my original number was an 8.5.
8.5. Would you like to know your score based on S.P.A.C.E?
Yes. And you know what it is?
9.5.
It's a 9.5, yes.
So, going back on what you've rated everything, you did 1.5 on story, 2 pacing, 2 artistry, 2 characters, and 2 enjoyment. What would you say your true number is? Is it your gut feeling of 8.5 or your broke down 9.5?
I would say maybe it is a 9, like a meet in the middle between what my gut instinct was and what the analytical Nate just discovered. Which I did 8.5 originally because a 9 or higher, that's like Die Hard, tier. That's Gladiator. It's true. But it's Predator. It's those action movies that are classic, like Terminator 2 director's cut is a 10.
Now,
so when I try to grade something like this, I'm like, well, Fifth Element's not like up there with those all-time tiers, but it's a really good movie. So that's why I went 8.5 the first time.
You bring up a very good point, and this is something that J-Man has brought to light to us. And it's why I like this system. We are not rating Fifth Element against any other movie but itself.
So, funny counteract to that is, as a person that is mostly miserable most of his life, but his therapist is going, stop comparing shit, you asshole. I now have to try to stop that because I had brought up when Disney's Encanto had came out and everyone was ranting and raving about it. And I went, well, it's not as good as Moana. I was like, Moana's a fantastic movie. I don't understand why everyone's going so crazy about Encanto.
I like Moana, yeah.
And he's like, can't you just enjoy Encanto without comparing it to Moana? I was like, oh.
Now, see,
I like about that way.
This is the fine line that we find ourselves in doing this podcast and running the group. Is I see these people that love a movie, and then there's a group of people that hate a movie, and how neither can bend one way or another.
No, it's like stick to your guns. I had made a comment about The Last Jedi being one of the best Star Wars movies, and I think I threw everyone through a wrench. Like they were ready to get the torches out.
They've all have effigies of Nate, and they're burning them tonight.
Yeah, I have a birthday month coming out, so don't push me.
But no, it's kind of brought this. I don't know what to call it. Like it's opened my eyes because I've always said we're not a critic show. I'm not criticizing.
No, we only
movies.
rate stuff because it's fun.
I feel like if I give you a number of a movie, that tells you how much I liked it. Not that that's what it should be considered across the board. I like some pretty shitty movies. I've never hidden that fact. I have also
Ghost of Mars.
Yeah. There was quite a few, honestly, people that I was surprised that when we announced that, they were like, holy
people are
crap.
like, oh, I like this movie. I was like, whoa.
They were all
expecting that reaction.
Hidden gem movie. Love that. Wish it got more attention. And that made me feel fantastic that I'm like, I'm not alone in these kind of things. And you know what? There are some mainstream movies that I'm just like, meh. But I'm going to say it now. We haven't had a chance really to talk about it, and we should. We're an action show. I watched Top Gun Maverick. I loved that movie. I walked out of that theater saying it was a 10. It was a perfect action movie for me. And for the majority of the world, it's crossed $1 billion.
Yeah,
So
it's
true. Not like I liked a shitty movie.
Cannot wait to actually sit down and watch it.
That movie just hit my soul right. It paid homage to the original, but didn't do what Star Wars does and just try to rehash old movies with a new cover on them. I don't know if that makes a lot of sense, but I have my issues with the new Star Wars movies. But again, I can find enjoyment in almost any movie I watch, except Battlefield Earth. It's that movie.
Wait
will
till
never
the next space adventure.
God, or Thirst, or anything.
God damn you!
But I look at how people rate things and compare things. So I like that this type of analytical thinking to this rating system is I am only comparing the movie to itself. Was the story good? Where do I put that? And I enjoy that because I can't compare Fifth Element to Aliens. They're incomparable movies.
No, it's two different style of movies. Like,
Right.
it would not make any sense to compare this to Aliens.
Aliens is a 10. My score, if anyone's not keeping score at home, I also gave this movie a 9.5 for Fifth Element. And I stand behind that. I feel like that's exactly what my gut would have said because I have no fault with this movie. Really, the only reason Story got a 1.5 is because we have heard the story quite a bit. It is a bit of a rehash. That's not a dig on the movie. That's just a fact that eventually we get tired of it. Even in 97, which is another thing that kind of bugs me, is when people compare older movies to new movies. And I'm like, that's not fair. There wasn't anything to compare that to when this movie came out.
97's a very awkward year, too. You have this coming out. You have Starship Troopers, which the world was not ready for.
No, again, in another 9.5 movie, if I'm not mistaken.
You get
Leong's
Batman and Robin. You get
and that's a
Jean-Claude
Joel
Van Damme's Double Team.
That was a Joel Schumacher, man. That was one of the guys that should have been making great action adventure movies.
Yeah. No, instead you get Spawn. The only two you do get two of the best action movies, in my opinion, of all time, Face Off and Con Air.
Oh, God.
But, like, 97 is a very strange year for action movies.
Mm-hmm.
We weren't quite there in the transition of a post-Matrix world, but we're also kind of there of action fatigue of people just were kind of burnt out on one dude killing 100 people.
Yeah, we were already past what I call the Greek god phase, which was the Arnold Schwarzeneggers, the Stallones, the larger than lifes. We got into the everymans, and then it couldn't just be the everyman anymore. We had to get kind of like the John Woo. We had to get more into the fight choreography. It had to be more of a wow feature. We're going to crash an airplane into the Las Vegas Strip. We needed it was the Mission Impossible kind of scenario.
Well, that happened, and then early 2000s we got the Bourne movies, which was like, well, let's be brutal but shaky cam where you can't see anything. And like, I've seen all those Bourne movies, but I can't tell you.
I don't know the difference in them. Nope.
Yeah, like
I know the
first one.
It's
memorable. Like I remember there's one where he beats the shit out of a dude with a book and stabs a guy with a pin, and that being pretty cool. That might be the first one.
You want to know how like generic those got is when I try to remember things from the Bourne movie, I end up remembering Shooter with Mark Wahlberg. It's like
that's a problem.
Because Mark Wahlberg and Matt Damon in my brain just got scrambled up. Shooter is a really good movie though. It's a good sniper movie. Good
it's fun.
It has a thriller element to it, like a mystery, and it was decent. But I get those movies mixed up in my head all the time, and that definitely started happening like in the early 2000s with a lot of movies. How many horror movies do we get mixed up, in our brains from the early 2000s because they all jumped on the wagon of the urban legend, the Scream.
They all jumped on the bandwagon of Scream, let's put a bunch of hot people, put them on the
Yeah.
cover, and in the center is like the mysterious bad guy.
Yeah,
Even Wes Craven produced one with Dracula.
Yeah, we got Dracula 2000. We got all those other movies that they had some good things in them, but for the most part, they're blended. I don't even know where all this conversation was going originally, but it was just that there's movies that you can't compare to other movies. We're not film critics. We never claim to be. So when I say Fifth Element is a 9.5, I'm only comparing it to itself. That is what I take away from this. And I think, Nate, you're well within the margin of, discrepancy, even from an 8.5 to a 9.5. That's only 1 star, that's moved from. So there's nothing wrong with that.
Like in my head, I was already gonna be rating it high. And then once I finished watching it,
once you started nailing 2s, I was like, I know where you're going.
Yeah. Well, it's like I haven't seen this in quite a few years. It's like, this movie's still awesome. It's still a lot of fun.
I had a blast watching it. That's 90% of the movie. Did I have fun? Then the movie did its job, and I don't need to analytically dissect a movie.
If I
That's
was
not my
the
job.
movie professor showing this to a bunch of college film students, I'd be like, this is the movie to watch.
Right. Okay.
This is the one. Like, here you go. Go forth. Watch The Fifth Element. Watch Bruce Willis. Be really cool.
All right.
Fall in love with Milla Jovovich. Don't worry.
Everybody's
Gary Oldman is just Gary Oldman. You're going to love him no matter what.
Oldman. It's called Guess Which Character's Gary Oldman when you watch his movies, and I'm there for it. I love it. All right, Nate, do you have
Oh boy, do I ever.
All right, well I have your drop. I love how Nate gets nervous because he's still not sure whether I'm
better have the right drop.
Play which drop, because I have both. But
there's one. There's only one.
I'm being
That's
nice.
what I want.
Okay.
I'm the trash man. I come out, I throw trash all over the ring, and then I start eating garbage. And then I pick up the trash can and I smash the guy on the head.
Oh, that's going to be a disaster.
So this one comes from Leslie E. Gave it 1 star out of 5 back in 2020. They just simply said, one of the worst movies I've ever seen. They didn't even attempt to make the aliens look real. The plot was average and predictable. I mean, we all knew the Fifth Element was going to save the world just in time, and it was way too long. My verdict, half a star, but I'll give it just an extra half, just for a somewhat average pace. Final verdict, 1 star.
That person needs kicked in the teeth.
I mean, obviously, the Fifth Element's going to save the day. It's name of the title. Like, what did you want?
Right.
What did you want?
It not going off means everyone died.
Yeah. That's not fun.
That was the whole
plot
point
was average. Like, it's the only one I didn't give a 2, but it's like, the plot's kind of what you've seen before, good versus evil. If that's your case, every movie sucks.
Right.
Except for Moana.
I do like Moana.
Moana's a really good movie. You know what? It's a really good soundtrack.
You're welcome. You're welcome.
What can I say to you?
I mean, it's The Rock.
I mean, he's really like the perfect human being.
I like
probably.
Maui.
Yeah, I do like Maui a lot.
I wish my tattoos would talk to me.
Oh God, if my tattoos could talk to me, it'd just be the Kool-Aid Man with an axe going, "I'm gonna murder you."
Well, I got Judge Dredd on one arm and RoboCop on the other, so I think mine would be pretty awesome.
Actually, I get to hang out with Danny DeVito.
You would get Danny, and then you get the Trash Man, and
I
I
would
wouldn't have
get
to
the
have a
Trash
live
Man.
drop.
You
could
wouldn't.
just put the microphone down to your crotch, because that's pretty much where I imagine you would put the Trash Man.
That's where I should have.
See, always thinking. You got another
Now,
one for us?
We do.
All right.
This comes from Crass Action Hero, rated back in 2006.
I kind of like the name.
Star
I don't
out
like
of
it
10.
anymore. I don't. Out of 10?
1 out of 10.
I definitely don't like Crass Action.
He called this the element of suck. The Fifth Element.
That wasn't even clever.
I know, right? He didn't even try. He just put the word suck in it.
Crass Action Hero, and his pun is that? No,
That's
garbage.
Say.
He
says
that was trash.
This is something. When it came out, I looked forward to this. Damn overhype. I hate you. When a movie sucks, the huge hype only makes the disgust even more sour. The Fifth Element does not deliver at all. What the problem?
What a problem?
It's incredibly boring.
This is drunk Nate reading these, which is even better
The
because I'm watching his
FX
facials.
For its time, we're cool. The FX are here sometimes and look good.
Wow.
Other than that, this is an ugly movie. The colors are poor. Also, the acting is quite wooden too. Bruce Willis is just phoning it in here. Gary Oldman, what can I say? What is he even doing here? He not only look ridiculous, but is not menacing at all. One of the least convincing villains ever. This movie also drags along slowly. Slowly. So slow and boring that I fell asleep while watching this. No, this wasn't Ang Lee's The Hulk. I woke up. It's still on. Ick! The movie is also too long. The main problem? Freaking boring. The last word? Just plain bad. A lot of you reviewers are too kind. This sucks. Watch out. The 7.2 rating here is an illusion. This is more like a 1. Avoid.
That's someone that likes to
barely
smell their
made
own
it through
farts.
that.
I know you did. I wanted to blame it being drunk Nate, but I imagine that's how it's written. I've never wanted to punch someone so hard in my life. Hey, to get a name like Crass, I was impressed with Crass Action Hero. I really was, man. You had me at that point. And then a 1 out of 10 with that just writing words down to sound like a pretentious, if I was gonna say the F-bomb on this show, now would be the time.
An F-face?
I'm still not gonna, because you don't even deserve to be the first time I dropped
He also
that word
said
on here.
Crank was an action movie for idiots, and damn right I'm an idiot for loving that movie.
You know I say I'm not a critic, and I'm not a type of person that you like what you like and you don't like what you don't like, and that's fine. Everyone can have an opinion, but when
This
you
guy
write,
can't because he liked Ghost Rider.
when
No
you
one liked Ghost Rider.
When you write it down like that and put it out there into the world, I'm gonna judge you harshly.
There's going to be a podcast out there that's going to read it and judge you hard.
Well, that's what we're doing. That is terrible. You shouldn't even watch movies anymore. Stop watching
you're banned.
movies. Banned from movies. Okay. All right. Well, that's enough of that. Good trash opinions. Not that the trash opinions
I
were
only
good.
find the best.
Nate finds some truly trash opinions. All right, man. Well, everybody, let us know what you think about the space. This is our first time doing it.
Yeah, go
on
ahead,
our
email
own.
us what you think
Email
about
us.
this new style. Maybe we'll try it for one horror episode, get some feedback, and see where we go.
Here's my thought on it. I don't want to do this every episode, but I thought about like what Nate had said. When we do a movie where we're like, how do we approach this movie? I think that's when we bring this out. I think this should just be something we keep in our back pocket so that we don't end up synopsizing a movie that millions of people have watched and loved. Sass Action Hero.
Real talk, I absolutely hate synopsis of a movie. I absolutely just love talking about what I loved about a movie.
I mean, I think we should say we know we fall into that, and it kills us when we listen back and go, damn it, we synopsized the movie. And I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that do enjoy those type of shows, and I do listen to ones that do it. It's just not what I'm
just
trying
better
to
at
do.
it. Like, it's just not what I want to be. You walked out of the movie theater with me, and we're talking about what we enjoyed about the movie.
And that's kind of what I think I like doing this one with Space, was we could talk about it, but we just broke it down into sections. And again, it's the first time I've done it solo. Normally I have J-Man. J-Man walks us through, and he does movie reviews. He uses this for the reviews. We all really enjoy doing it on the live streams, and it does help to clarify your gut feeling of a movie. And it's so far, it's been accurate with the movies we've covered over there. But yeah, just let us know. GMBMAMPOD@gmail.com. Check us out over on our Facebooks at Gimme Back My Action and Gimme Back My Horror Movies. We're on Instagram. We are on Twitter. We're kind of on TikTok. We haven't really gained a following over there. I don't know what's going on with TikTok right now anyway, so we'll see where that develops.
Yeah, I'm just having fun with it. I mean, I just released a trailer on the day of release.
Yeah, that's kind of been our thing. I got a little bit of traction on one, but again, we don't dig into a lot of stuff, but there's talk of it being banned. I don't know what's going to come of it again. This is like the second or third time it's happened. It's like that's our luck, Nate. We just joined some type of social media platform and it gets banned. It's like you're not supposed to be on that one. I'm like, I didn't know there was rules. No one gave me the rule book.
Know. But everyone's mad at China or something.
I don't know. Everything I own is made in China. I don't understand where
I don't really. Yeah,
that's
get mad at them.
That's as political as we're going to get here. But no, and you can find us, talk to us out there, reach out, join in. We talk about the movies more during the release weeks. Like I said, we were kind of shocked at some of the response we got for our space journey, and this is our final journey in space this week.
Yep. We are now going to land back on Earth, planet
hopefully.
Earth. We'll be covering stuff that takes place where gravity exists.
Yes. To our keen-eared listeners, there was a hint in this episode as to the next action movie we're doing. Nate threw out a suggestion for us to try that because I want people to listen to our commercials. That's how you hear about other shows. And I like to have a little bit of fun in them. And I throw little commercials or like this week was the Transformers, it's just fun, man. And that's why we do this. And when it stops being fun, we'll stop doing it. So yeah, if you want to find us, we are out there on most of the social medias, so you can always reach us there. And please, as always, go check out all of our other shows on the podcast network. You heard Pete's commercial from Good Beer Bad Movie Night. We have the Monster Movie Stomp Down, Give Me Back My Pro Wrestling, I Know You Hear Me with Flynn Hendricks, and Tales from the Haunt with Flynn Hendricks and Just Jeff. Great shows. We recommend everyone listen to all the shows on the network and all of our shows that are friends. We mentioned them in the last episode. If you follow us on Instagram, you will see us sharing and interacting with those shows a lot more. And we got some stuff down the pipe. We may have some collaborations in the works with some other shows outside of our network. So we're really looking forward to that.
We have some interviews coming up.
We have some awesome.
We staying busy in 2022.
Post-COVID, Charlie can now do some interviews and not feel like total ass. But we're looking forward to some stuff. And I got a meeting with Sludge coming up to start talking about it sucks, man. It's July, half the year's gone. So that means we got to start planning for Halloween and our holiday shows. So that's how much work they take.
I'm completely free.
You're very expensive free. We'll put it that way.
I want to give special thanks to the people of Maryland.
Yes.
Because y'all went crazy on downloading our episodes in June. So thank you so much. It was kind of insane to see how much Maryland gave us some love. I was just in your beautiful state not too long ago for Maryland Death Fest and had a lot of fun. Yeah.
And Nate kept sharing pictures from members of death metal bands. And I went, did you get them to come on the show? I totally forgot to bring that up. And
I just was too scared to mention to it.
Couldn't virtually smack him, because
even though
we've had a death metal guy on the show, so it's not like it's weird for us to ask people.
No, it makes total sense. I want to keep getting more metal people onto the show, and
we are a very metal type show.
Of course, when I'm at a festival, I drop the ball. I do have another metal festival I will be attending called Into the Darkness Fest up in Youngstown, Ohio. So I'll still be in my state.
That's
hopefully
a little
I'll
closer.
get to meet some great people and stand on my feet and have them hurt for 2 days straight.
Well, since we're throwing some shout outs to Maryland, and yes, thank you, Maryland. You guys really blew up.
You guys
the,
rule.
download
Florida, you rule.
Yeah, Florida jumped in.
California.
But
I didn't forget you, Illinois.
The one I got to throw out, and I have been begging for listeners from this particular place for quite a while. We've got listeners in Australia.
Yeah, we do. We did it, Australia.
I'm not going to...
You and I and us.
...embarrass you by trying to do a bad Australian accent. But thank you from us here to those of you down under. I'm going to say down under. You knew I was going to say it. Just go with it. It'll be fine. But no, it's awesome to see the little continents and countries light up on our, where we have our statistics. And we are closing in on 5,000 total downloads since the beginning of the show. We're barely a year and a half into the show. I feel those numbers are amazing, and we couldn't do it without you guys. We really do appreciate it.
Keep growing more and more.
Every month has been bigger than the last. I can say that.
Stick around. That's me begging, but also like it's like seriously, thank you. Like it's great to know that we keep finding new members. I can't figure out if you're horror people or if you're action people, because each time it's like, well, like they're kind of like neck and neck every time.
That's the point of the show, man. That's the beauty. That's our uniqueness. We are both. We are action. We are horror because we love them both. And I do love watching it's like little horse races on our episode downloads. And you'll be like, oh, Hellraiser 2 got 57 downloads in a week. And then an action one gets 30. And then the next week, the action one gets 70. And then the horror one gets 29.
No rhyme or reason.
No reason whatsoever.
We got some downloads in Washington, D.C. as well. So big ups to whatever political party you're a part of.
Or hopefully you're not affiliated. And we love you even more. That's right. But no, thanks to everyone that's listened from the beginning and still sticking with us. Please share us out. Tell your friends. Rate us on Spotify. Rate us on Apple Music.
Yeah,
please put a review out. We'll share it.
Yeah, I will give you all the shout outs on Instagram and maybe TikTok if I can get comfortable being in front of a camera just by myself talking to my phone. Like, I don't know how Gen Z does it.
It's a little different when he's just looking at me talking on the screen. But if I
it's
actually,
so much easier.
For the guy that's pushing me to get us on YouTube, he's also like, I don't know if I want to be on video. And so...
Well, this face and this mug, I don't know if the world is ready for such beauty.
We've put it out. I've put your face on multiple movie posters and references.
Bastard. You always put an old photo where I did a soul patch as a joke.
Yeah, but guess who has a soul patch? Zorg.
Not me, but Zorg does.
Oh, I have a picture that
I used to.
I was gonna say.
I used to rock the soul patch unironically.
It's my favorite picture to Photoshop on things. I love it. Photoshop has trouble deciphering my beard if I wear a black
My
shirt.
dating life was fantastic when I had a soul patch. What it was Jack Black had one. I decided I should have one.
Mind bullets. All right. Well, as I let Nate take a swig of beer, he's the one that has to lead us into our outro.
Yeah, man, you should probably just give us the good word.
Hey, Nate.
Yeah.
That's a nice hat.
Oh, well, thank you. I wore a hat while recording with headphones on because that makes sense. I'm in my own home. I should be comfortable.
That was Corbin Dallas and the guy holding him up.
Oh, I thought you were just really liking my hat.
No,
it's Friday the 13th hat. It's Camp Crystal Lake.
Yep.
It's like as if I was a counselor there.
I'm just going to end it now. You done screwed up the whole bit. Bye.
Bye.
All right, Nate, we got to get home, man. We've been in space way too long. Why don't you,
oxygen levels are depleting.
We'll be fine. Just hit that button over there that says return home.
Okay, so you want me to like hit this button?
Doop. Yeah. No.
The emergency destruct system is now activated.
God damn it, Nate.
The ship will detonate in T-minus.
You put 2 red buttons next to each other. What do you expect to happen? And neither one are labeled.
They are labeled, but your sweaty
you
palm.
expect me to read?
Yeah, normally I expect you to read.
No, I just kind of press and don't pay attention.
I told you that the van had a self-destruct button.